Right, good afternoon and welcome to this first in a series of videos on things that have been on my mind whilst I've been in lockdown. This is a BMW 3 Series and it's been using coolant fluid. So what I thought I could do, let you know what I know about the problem and then see if you can guess what the solution is. What I'll do is I'll pause the video, you can go away, sleep about it, do some research and then start the video again and I'll tell you what I think the problem is. So, here we go. This car is fitted, it's a 335. It's fitted with a coolant system. And when I bought the car, I didn't think that the coolant system would need any maintenance. In fact, the manual says it doesn't. However, I was shocked about a year ago to find that the warning in the dashboard saying a coolant level low. So this prompted me to find out more about it. And in fact, once you remove the cap, this header tank, you find that there's a small sort of float in here. And the idea is that the coolant needs to be filled to a level where the float is flush with the top of the threads here. So I filled it with about a litre of water, and then I was shocked about a month later to get another warning light saying that the water pump had failed. So this was a major problem, and it was going to cost £2,000 to repair it at BMW. So I took it to the local garage, and they fitted an alternative part. Everything was fine, and everything worked fine for about 6 months, and then suddenly I got another low fluid level warning light. Put a litre of coolant in, and literally within a week it had gone down again to a low warning light. So I took the car back to the garage, and they put a pressure test on it and said it was fine. And so I asked them what sort of fluid they put in there. They said they'd put the red coolant in, which of course is wrong. It should have been the blue stuff, so they swapped it out with the blue stuff. I got the thing back and I've run it for about 300 miles before the lockdown, and again it's the low coolant warning light came on. That's what I know about it. The other thing I've noticed is there's loads of sort of white gunk around the lid of this and sort of around here as well, so I don't know what, anyway, that might be a clue. Anyway, what I'd like to do now is for you to pause this video at home, go and think about it, have a word with your friends, do some Google searches, see if you can find out what you think the problem is, and then come back to the video and I'll tell you what I think the problem is. Right, well, welcome back, and you by now know exactly what this problem is. Now, the first clue is the fact that when they took it to the garage, they did a test on it, and they found that it wasn't leaking at all when the engine wasn't running. Now, the clue is also this white stuff here. Now, as an aside, if you look up here, this is the catch, and what I'd done, this was sticking a bit, so I squirted some WD-40 on here, and as you can see, this white residue is what's left of the WD-40. Now, I wondered what this residue was, and anyway, this cap seals by using two O-rings which are put into these grooves here, and these O-rings fit onto the inside surface of this lip here. Now, I thought that these O-rings look a bit compressed, and in fact I took one of them off, and this is the O-ring that I took off, and as you can see, if I measure the O-ring in this direction, it gives a thickness of say just about 3 millimeters, and I measure it in this direction, it gives a thickness of 2.64. Now, that tells me that the nominal thickness of that O-ring, if it wasn't squashed, will be about 2.8. Now, if you say that it's deformed by 0.2, that's 0.2 over 2.5, that's 2 over 25 over 100, that would be 2,468. That means that that O-ring has deformed by about 8%. And as we all know, about 8% is the compression that you normally apply to an O-ring for a pressurised seal. Now, why might this have happened? Well, I think this has happened because when they've resealed this and they put this cap back on, they've squirted WD-40 on here, and this has hardened the seals and made them deform and not seal properly against the surface here, and the fluid has been sort of escaping through here. Now, so what I've done is I've got a replacement cap from BMW. It's a slightly different design, but you can see that the O-rings are proud here, and it should be possible to seal a bit better. Now, knowing that WD-40 isn't the best thing to make a seal, what I'll do is I'll put some proper silicone grease here. But what I'm going to do first is just clean any debris out of the sealing surface here with this old rag, and then use this silicone grease on the O-ring just to seal it. Okay, well, imagine that I've put some silicone grease on here, and then this will go on here. Now, I'm expecting this to be slightly stiffer to put on. In fact, it is, because of course the O-rings will have compressed more. So that's what I think the solution is. As soon as the lockdown is over, I'll be giving it a good blast, and it'll be very interesting to see whether or not the coolant problem has been solved. Thank you very much, and more later.